This is awesome, Trey. We got music.
We're getting spoiled.
Hey, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Webb Weekly High School Football Game of the Week. I'm excited. Week 2, what a gorgeous night here in South Williamsport, Pennsylvania. For tonight's matchup, it's the Montgomery Red Raiders and the Southside Mounties. Hello, everyone. My name is Jamie Spencer. I am joined with Dre Lewis. And Dre, week 2, what a gorgeous night for some high school football.
Yes, that's right. It's definitely a great night here, Jamie. It's been a great couple weeks here in this awesome town and community with the Little League World Series just ending. And now it's high school football season, week 2, as you mentioned. And we are here live, ready to go. And give a shout out to Curtis and Mike over there. They do a great job with the crew. And yeah, I'm excited as well, Jamie.
I didn't know they were going to put us on camera. I would have did my hair. But, hey, I'll tell you what, yes, week 2. And what we try to do each week with the Webb Weekly Game of the Week, we like to showcase some other schools, had an opportunity to go elsewhere. But then we decided, Dre, I made the call. I said, nah, let's get on over here to Southside, see the Mounties, and then also see the Red Raiders. But both of these teams, it's early on in the season. We'll start with the Southside Mounties. Picked up a victory on week 1, Dre. They knocked off Milton, a very stingy football team. South, there is no secret what they do. They pound it, and they pound it well. They kind of have a two-headed monster we'll talk about a little bit. But they did knock off Milton 14-0. The defense played well. Offense, getting there, but I did get a chance to talk with Coach Eisworth earlier this week, and he's excited about this bunch. He's been doing this coaching gig for a long, long time. He's excited about them because they had a great summer. They're working well together, and they're really meshing at the same time. So excited to see these guys play.
Yeah, hey, I would be excited too. They got a strong presence up front and with their offensive line. Hey, regardless of how you say, they produced 300 rushing yards last week between the two, as you mentioned. We'll talk about them later, and they shut Milton out. I mean, anytime you give up 0 points, you're going to have a good chance to win a football game.
We'll talk more and more about these guys, and we've been calling their names a great bit. We were discussing the personnel a little bit pregame, and Dre said, what, that kid didn't graduate? We have been calling him a long time. That is Amir Kemmerer, and he is a senior now. But last week he had a great running game. He had 20 attempts for 115 yards, and he's been kind of the catalyst. We've been calling his name a lot. Then he got Ryan Casella. He's more of a bruiser. He's a big guy. He's got the big arms, and he's one of those guys that you want to hang out with at the beach, you know what I mean, Dre? But he had 26 carries last week, 96 yards, 2 touchdowns, and as we said, Dre, these guys don't sugarcoat anything. They do have a decent quarterback in Radley Connaught, but they love to pound that football.
Yeah, they do. I remember watching Casella play last year. Not only is he a great running back, but we'll see him on the defensive side. I believe he plays linebacker. He is a very physical football player, as with most of their guys for the Mounties. You know, they run the ball. They're very dominant up front, and they will be very aggressive tonight.
On the flip side, that is Montgomery and the Red Raiders, again, very, very young. You look at this roster, and they do have some talent coming up through the Webb. A lot of their special teamers, their special players, they're just young freshmen and sophomores, and they'll get better. They'll get better. They had a tough game last week, but again, they played pretty well against a team that contended kind of for that district crown last year, and that's Hughesville. They lost 20-6, but it was a decent showing. They have a very good running back in the Fink kid. That's Caden Fink, who is a senior. We have him listed as 6 foot 208, and he ran the football very, very well last week. Had 109 yards and won. He did break a 50-yarder for a touchdown.
Yeah, with Montgomery, you know, they're full of explosive plays at times. We covered them a bunch over the years, and it's just a matter of putting a full, complete game together. If they can, you know, control the time of possession. South Williamsport last week had 11 minutes on offense for a drive. That's very crucial. So if Montgomery can keep the ball away from South, you know, pick up first downs, get into the end zone, they'll have a shot tonight to keep it close.
It'll be interesting, and again, on paper, these teams, but that's why we play the game, especially these old school West Branch. This is way before your time, Dre, but the old traditional rivalries and everything along those lines. So it should be a lot of fun. I expect that we will see 2 quarterbacks for Montgomery. Last week, they went with Parker Persing, who's now a sophomore. He got a lot of experience last year as a freshman. And there's another name that I'll tell you what, you know him from the baseball baseball field. I know him from baseball. Briar Persing, remember that name. We're going to be calling that a lot tonight. Also, he is just a phenomenal athlete. Look for him to get some snaps under center as well.
Yeah, absolutely. He's one of those guys where you want to utilize him out in space or just give him the ball, quite frankly. He's been a star athlete, the majority of his life now, coming up as a freshman. Made a run here in Little League a couple years ago, I believe, and he's just a special player, a special kid, and I'm sure the coaches like to utilize his talents.
Dre, we are moments away from kind of the coin toss and the opening kick, but I'll tell you, it is very difficult to see the field because it is a marvelous evening. The sun is shining, and I'll tell you, we have a good crowd. Montgomery always travels well, and the Southside contingency, I'll tell you what, they're not staying home and watching us on Webb Weekly Live, but these folks all over the nation are watching us. So, Kurt, we're going to go ahead and just kick it to a quick commercial break, but when we come back, it should be ready for game time. This is a high school football game of the week right here on Webb Weekly Live.
Hey, it's Jay from the all-new Alexander Kia, 933 Broad Street, Montoursville, your pre-owned superstore. And finally, I've got new cars. I have Tellurides, Sorrentos, Sportages, Neros, Fortes, Kia Souls, and I have the all-new electric EV6. And check out our new state-of-the-art service facility. We're servicing all makes and models, and we're here to serve you. The all-new Alexander Kia, from the crick to the strip, taking the deals the other guys won't even touch.
Dan, welcome back to the high school football game of the week. Jamie Spencer along with Dre Lewis. Got our man Kurt. Kurt's mixing it up over there. Not bad for a rookie. You can't really call him a rookie. I mean, he did have a nice shadow last week, but he's doing well. And also a big shout out to Big Mike Alston. He is doing the camera work as the Montgomery Red Raiders take the field. And also, this is one of the nicer entrances in all of District 4 football. What do you even call that big helmet? That is unreal.
Yeah, right now I'd call it deflation, but...
Okay. So the Southside Mounties come on out. As we said before, Southside is 1-0. Montgomery is 0-1. But again, early on in the season, Dre, you will find out a lot about your teams, and we'll see how it goes tonight.
Yeah, growing pains. I think that's what you want to experience earlier on in the year, and you find out what type of team you have and what type of players you have as well. But we expect a great matchup here tonight, Jamie, and it's going to be a good one.
It should be a good one, and I can't wait to get things started because it's, always a great time to come on over to the South Side. Got a chance to say hello to some of my, well, I would call them friends. I mean, some people might say acquaintances, but good. And I'll tell you what, there is a little bit of a vibe, and they're excited about this football team. They're meshing, and that is so important. The last couple years, they've had some talented kids, but at the same time, they didn't really put everything together. So far this year, and Coach is really excited. They were a little nervous last week. They found a way to win the football game, and that's all they need to do. And tonight, it's going to be another one of those tests. Okay, on paper, are you better than Montgomery? Yes, you are. You still got to come out and play hard, and I'm sure they will.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the thing about South Williamsport is their strong core guys have a lot of experience. They played a lot of football together over the years, and as the captains get ready to head out to the 50, I'll let you take it away, Jamie.
Dre, and also noticing, and you said this in pregame, your notes, they do have a very good offensive line. And these linemen have been around for quite some time. They got some good size, and we're going to be calling their names quite a bit tonight. But again, they love to pound, and they love to run the football. They have that two-headed monster with Kemmer and also Casella, and it's going to be a very difficult matchup for the Montgomery young defensive side because they're not very deep. They don't have the numbers, but that offensive line can really wear you down.
Yeah. Look at the captains getting ready to go. The white hat, the officials this evening.
Last week I did hear from a couple of the officials. I blamed it on you. I said that Dre made fun of their age. No, I'm just kidding. But it's good to hear that all kinds of folks are listening. Moments away, Dre. Moments away. And actually, right now, I think we're about to get ready for playing of the national anthem. And Kurt, we'll go ahead and keep it here and just kind of zoom in on the flag and go from there. So, high school football game of the week.
Please rise for the playing of our national anthem.
Oh, that's fantastic. That was the Southside Mountie Marching Million. I don't even know, but they were very, very good, Dre. We needed to give them some love before the game. I think we caught glimpses of it in pregame, but whenever you can play a song by Coldplay, you just moved up the rankings of, the best high school band in the area. That was fantastic.
Yeah, Jamie, I'll be honest, I don't know much about Coldplay, but I do know that performance was pretty good.
And then also the Montgomery Red Raider Marching Band. They're over there across the way and decked out. And they got some really shiny tubas, and they will be performing at halftime.
Yeah, captains for tonight. For Montgomery, we got Lincoln Miller, Lane Ginnery, and Landon Ryan. Jamie, I'll let you go ahead for the Mounties.
Quarterback Radley Knopp, Amir Kemmerer, Kaiser Kistner, and Chris Confort. Got some beautiful names. They're football names as well. So just moments away from the opening kick, Southside maybe won the toss, or Montgomery won the toss. It doesn't matter. Montgomery's going to receive the football to open up the start. They'll be traveling right to the left on your big screen TV. And Dre will get positioned here as, it is very, very, very tricky to pick up those numbers in that setting sun.
Well, let's give it a shot. We'll go with number 3, Lincoln Miller, and number 33, Nevin Beekle for the Red Raiders back deep.
Both Raiders are standing at their own 10, and this is kind of botched a little bit. Miller picks it up, will thrust forward, and he will get to the 28-yard line where Montgomery will take over 1st and 10. And Dre, right away, you can kind of see the difference in size. You look at the defensive line there for South Williamsport and the offensive line for Montgomery. Montgomery's actually got 2 freshmen in the starting lineup on the offensive line. That's just unheard of.
Yeah, well, they got guys who are going to compete, so that's one thing about them. They're going to show up.
Quarterback is under center. Backs are in the eye. We'll kick a man in motion. 1st and 10, going to go with the fullback give, and he is right up the middle. That is number 5. I have him as Coy Bryson, and I'll tell you what, he was one of those guys. Don't know how much he performed last week, but he's a guy we've been seeing for quite some time. 1st and 10.
Yeah, no reason why to wait. Hand the ball, pound the ball up front, and there's a reason why he was a player to watch in tonight's episode.
2 wide receivers will go to the top. Quarterback under center, and we have a stoppage in play, as it looks like they might have equipment of some sort. So Coach Corey will substitute, put a new guy in. He'll go in and he'll dot the I. That is number 43, Peyton Hartman. Same play. Good thrust up the middle, and he's smacked right there by number 28. That's Ryan Casella. We're going to be saying his name a lot.
Yeah, there he is up front. Look at those legs pushing, and point of contact was pretty strong.
Opening drive, Montgomery against Southside. Tight formation. You got 3 running backs in the backfield, 1 lone wide receiver closest to us, Drake. Quarterback under center is going to go with a delay, and he is Matt right there. That's our guy. I'll tell you what, he's going to have a big night tonight, maybe a gain of 1.
Yeah, so with Casella, 2 tackles to start, and he's not wasting any time blitzing right up the middle.
You know, Southside just looking at, usually do that traditional 4-4 and very active linebackers. 2 wides will come closest to us. Quick throw to the outside, and it is just a little too high. So that's going to bring up a 4th down. You got to believe that they will punt this away.
Yeah, and after a nice first down on the first play of the game, South comes up strong. 3 defensive plays.
Quarterback number 4 to start the game, Parker Persing. Again, just a sophomore. He's a very good athlete, good arm, and they will punt it away. Good kick, end over end. Casella will let him bounce, and it will go out of bounds right around the 33-yard line, where Southside will take over 1st and 10. Dre, you having a tough time seeing through this window?
Yeah, it's pretty sunny, but...
Yeah, I mean, it's nice. Don't get me wrong. Big Mike down there doesn't have that problem because his window's open. I'm just going to go out on a limb here and say that Southside's going to run the ball.
You took the words right out of my mouth.
Tight formation. And run off the left-hand side. Good stick by that Montgomery defense. We'll call some of their names. One of the guys in on the tackle is number 8, Briar Persing. Just a freshman. Man, he looks like a stud out there. Short game for Casella.
Yeah, I looked down at the roster, and I believe it said 214 pounds.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know. With pads, maybe. No, what a good kid and good family. Brings up a 2nd down and 8, 9:45. Going to go with the sweep reverse. Kemmerer will try to get to the outside. Does have some running room. He stays in bounds. Going to have to cut it back. Makes a man miss, and he is still on his feet, Dre. Finally goes down inside the 15-yard line on the 14. That's kind of that dynamic thunder and lightning that we talked about. Pound it with Casella, then all of a sudden they got Kemmerer on the outside.
Yeah, anytime you can get him outside, expect him to run. Not only that, the downfield blocking, Jamie, very important for the receivers right there.
The big fellas up front, look at number 64. That's my guy, Confer. He had a nice kick out. Really got that play going from his right tackle position. And they'll rush to the line. Gives it to Casella, makes one man miss, still on his feet and still chucking, and he is going to get in for the touchdown. Touchdown, Southside. And that's a Park Pizza touchdown. We're on the road. It doesn't matter who scores a touchdown. Life is good.
Yeah, life is good for the Mounties with a big, strong run up front. And thunder and lightning, eh?
Yeah, and here's the thing. They use that term all the time, but yeah, exactly.
Well, let's just say tonight it is very, very fitting, Jamie.
I'll tell you what, it's humid as well, but it is beautiful. 87 is Evan Ogden. He will attempt the point after. Good hang time, and it is up, and it is good. So with 9:02 left to go here in the opening quarter, Southside strikes first. They lead 7-0 over Montgomery. High school football game of the week right here on Webb Weekly.
Did you see that? Now that's the Park Pizza touchdown.
Okay, sorry, Curtis. Yeah, we got to work on our sign language a little bit. I mean, we give each other high fives and we give each other fist bumps. Yep, that's it. That's it. You got to get more in your director mode. But again, Jamie Spencer along with Dre Lewis. That's our guy, Kurt. He kicks us live and he doesn't tell us, Dre. So we're going to have to work on. No, I'm just kidding. Beautiful night for high school football. Southside will kick it away. Two youngsters for Montgomery will take it, and I believe that is Persing. Persing tries to get to the outside, still on his feet. Just shows his good athleticism. He gets close to that 30-yard line, where they'll take over 1st and 10.
Yeah, so once again on their first 2 possessions, good starting field position. Let's see if they can maintain a couple drives and get those chains moving.
First play of the game was fantastic. It was just an old fullback dive, and they picked up a first down. Then they kind of stalled a little bit, but you got to mix it up, especially when you're the smaller team up front. You got to, kind of do some different misdirections, or it's going to be a long night.
Yeah, and don't forget about number 28 sitting right in the middle of the field.
He's too good. Persing, under center. Gives it to the running back, and I didn't catch who that was, but a nice gain up the middle. That is number 9. Who you got, Drake?
I'm going to go with Caden Fink. It has on my roster.
Caden Fink, he had a great afternoon last week. 25 carries, 109 yards with that lengthy touchdown run. Nice gain on first down.
Right, and that's going to be the key to their success, 4 or 5 yards on first down.
2nd down and 4. Persing under center. Going to give it to Fink again, and Fink drives forward, picks up 2. He's going to be short of that first down, but it's a very manageable 3rd and 2 3/4.
Right, and hey, in addition to football, I think a lost concept of the game is time of possession, something to think about here. With the Red Raiders, they're hiking the ball fairly quickly, and they don't want to give the ball back just yet to the Mounties, so it's crucial to utilize that play clock.
That's a good point. Tight. Those backs are in really close. I'm going to go with the tailback give up the middle, and nice surge, but he's going to be just shy of that first down marker. Dre, looks like he needs to get to the 38, and I think he's going to be about a yard short.
Yeah, and something we've seen a lot over the years, 4th down attempts. We've seen a lot of teams, even back on the backside of their 50, go for a 4th and 1. The coach is on the field with the QB, and it looks like they're going for it.
And I like this call. You got nothing to lose. See what happens. Maybe you can even do a hard count and see if they can jump off sides. Who knows? One wide receiver will go to the top, one will go to the bottom. Montgomery only passed the ball 5 times last week. Backs are in the eye behind Persing. Persing, off counter, nice surge, still on his feet. That is enough for the first down, and that is Coy Bryson. Love the play call, love the surge. They pick up the first down.
They picked up the first down. They used every second in the play clock, and the chains are now moving, Jamie.
So it says 4th down and 10. Nope, now they got it. 1st down and 10. Getting closer to midfield. Get a little swagger, and I agree with you, man. They're taking their time. That's what you need to do. There is in no rush whatsoever. Split backs this time, Persing. Quick throw to the outside. It is complete, and he wrestles for a couple yards. I like that. Keep the defense. I believe that is his cousin, Breyer.
Yeah, on the short side, we saw in their last possession they try to utilize the wide side of the field and just fell incomplete. But we know he's a stud. They're going to try to get the ball in his hands very often.
Get him in space, and again, just a freshman. The quarterback, he's a sophomore, got a lot of playing time last year as a freshman. So these guys are seasoned, we should say. 2nd down and 9. Ooh, man, Casella, textbook. And the Montgomery crowd kind of wants a flag, but oh my, that was great. I'm sure Mike had a great angle on that, but hit him up top, drove the legs. It was like he was moving the sled.
That is a very physical football player right there for the Mounties, as we see why he's blitzing that A-gap pretty hard, and man, he stuck him.
I would not want to block that guy. So forward progress, thank heavens. It's going to be a loss of 1. Be third down and 11, 5:25 left to go here in the opening quarter. Southside's up 7-0. Persing dive right up the middle, and a nice gain, gets some of it back. It's going to bring up a 4th down, and we got an injured Montgomery Red Raider on the field, and man, he's really, really hurting. Ouch. And that's Peyton Hartman. We have him listed as 5'9", about 195 pounds, and he really, really is hurting. Curtis, we're going to kick it for a quick timeout. Hopefully the young man's all right. This is the high school football game of the week right here on Webb Weekly.
At Fairfield Chevrolet Cadillac, you can always find a fantastic deal.
Find it at Fairfield.
No matter if you're looking for a new or used car, truck, or SUV, their team of professionals will help you find the perfect vehicle for your needs.
Find it at Fairfield.
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 Find it at Fairfield.
Find it at Fairfield.
Fairfield Chevrolet Cadillac, Route 15 in Lewisburg. Fairfield, for fantastic deals.
Find it at Fairfield.
We dress up every corner of your home. We have the perfect mattress from the best sleep gallery so your delivery is immediate and free. And we have that stylish new appliance with the latest feature and finish, with digital price tags that scan the market to ensure you get the lowest price. Our own installers, service technicians, and delivery crews, with live crew tracking so your delivery day is as free as you need it to be. Serving our people, serving our planet. We are Biters Furniture, Mattress, and Appliance.
And welcome back. High school football game of the week, 4th down, and the young man did get kind of helped off, and hopefully he's okay. That's one of the things that just absolutely hurts a team that doesn't have much depth, not many numbers, and those are those injuries.
I'll tell you what, though, if there's any chance of him coming back in, he will be.
And look at this. We got a new quarterback. That is Briar Persing under center. 4th down, and he's going to run it right up the middle. Good stick right up the middle, and he is not going to get it. I like the call, but again, these are very savvy veterans. You're not going to fool Casella.
Yeah, good attempt. I like the aggressiveness, but that's a tough front up front for the Mounties over there, and now they take over for their second possession.
Dre, we see this a lot. A lot of players playing both ways for both teams, and that happens, of course, with small high school football. Fatigue might be a factor down the road. 1st and 10 for the Mounties. Kemmerer hit right up the line of scrimmage, bounces it outside. Good tackling there by the Red Raiders. That is number 9. Give him some love, Caden Fink.
Yeah, as well as Parker Persing in there, way to contain your end. And
it's my man Seth McClintock. You know you're getting old when you're calling all these names and they're like your son's age. Seth is a very good baseball player, and he's playing kind of that safety, came in support, knocked a guy down. And Casella stiffs arms a guy, and that's just not fair. Ran out of bounds. He will pick up the 1st down as that Southside Mountie band is really rocking down below us, Dre.
yes, they are. They are rocking, and they got plenty of reason to when the ball is in number 28's hands.
Knocked out of bounds, so 4:02 left to go here in the opening quarter. Southside's up 7-0. Love how South does this old school. Coach Eisworth tells the kids what play to run, and everybody runs. It's just great. No hand signals here. No check downs here. Old school football. 3 backs behind him, going to sweep it out to Kemmer. And ball is loose. Somehow got picked up by a Southside Mountie. Now it's loose again. No official word. That was fumbled twice, Dre.
And it was fumbled twice, recovered twice by the Mounties. Unfortunate break there for the Red Raiders. But I'll tell you what, those guys are filling those holes quick, and there is a lot of physical contact.
You know, they're getting off their blocks really well because we've mentioned this. Huge size advantage in favor of Southside, but number 8 there. That's Briar Persing. We have him listed as a linebacker, but he's playing more like a defensive end. Great play.
I'll tell you what, we saw Cremere's first run, and since then the Red Raiders have been containing the outside.
2nd down and 8. Give up the middle. That's Casella. Lowers that shoulder. McClintock hooks onto his ankles and gets dragged. That's a tough word, is it? Dragged, so I just combined the two. It's going to be short, just short of that first down. 3rd and almost inches. Some substitutions for Montgomery, trying to get some fresh bodies in there.
Yeah, and although it's 3rd down, you can most likely assume this is 2-down territory here.
Yes. Ball's at the 34. Just need a little bit. Give it to the big fella, and he might as well just run and run. Picks up the first down and more, and it looks like he's going to waltz in for the touchdown. What a weapon. Number 28, Ryan Casella. Touchdown, Miamis. That's a Park Pizza touchdown.
That's a Supreme Meat Lovers, all of it.
Man, he's big.
With the little high step, too, and the little forearm, stiff arm.
And again, you know, if you're a Montgomery corner and you see that big guy barreling at you, what are you going to do? Swing and miss.
2 touchdowns last week, 2 today here in the first quarter, and he's off to a pretty good start this year.
Good hold and good snap, good pursuit. The kick is up, the kick is good. So with 2:38 left to go here in the opening quarter, Southside attacks again. They lead 14-0. High school football game of the week.
All the way for a touchdown!
Did you see that? Now that's the Park Pizza touchdown.
Make this the summer for a new vehicle at the Kaiser Brothers. You won't find a bigger selection of Jeeps in the area, from the Wrangler to the Grand Cherokee, over 50 available. Or choose from a full lineup of light and heavy-duty trucks. Looking for a performance vehicle? The Kaiser Boys are the home of the hot ones. So stop in today and see the Kaiser Boys, Route 405 in Muncie and Route 11 in Danville, where selection and service equals satisfaction.
Yeah, welcome back. Rodney K. Morgan Stadium. Much better that time, Curtis. Well done. And here's the best thing about working with Curtis. Since he's new, he doesn't understand that we were joking. We're not yelling at him by any means, but hey, we're good to go. 2:38 left to go here in the opening quarter. Southside's on top, 14-0. But again, Dre, Montgomery has had some success moving the football. South is just way too powerful, and you got some really good running backs.
Yes, they do. Thunder and lightning. We're seeing them both.
As the sun begins to set, Persing will take it at the 10. He will return it. And he's trying to get a block, and he gets flipped over top. He has a decent game, and I'll tell you, he's a tough kid.
Yeah, he's got the ball a lot tonight here in the first quarter. He's taken a lot of hits, and he continues to get back up.
You know, they're all important, but this one in particular, this is a big, big, big important drive for Montgomery.
Yes.
You hate to, jinx them or anything along those lines, but just see if we can get a first down, get a little momentum. Backs are split behind Parker per se. 1st and 10. Going to go a quick give up the middle and sniffed out immediately. See if we can give him some love. That is number 56, the big fella, just a sophomore, Anthony Harper.
Yeah, over the years, that's one thing you see with the Mounties is these younger guys, big bodies that come up over the year. There's never much of a drop-off with their core guys up front, as you can see.
That's my man, number 57, Ben Ferris. He's been around for a long time. Just a junior, 6'2", 270. No gain, 2nd down and 10. Parker Send a man in motion. Going to twitch it a little bit. That's Koi. Great tackle. Great tackle.
Yeah, they're almost daring the Red Raiders to throw their ball. Stacking the box with 7 guys up front. The Mounties are. And there's good reason why they're doing that.
And I'll tell you what, they kick the guy in motion, and then that usually kind of causes some panic, but they did a nice job just staying at home. Corner, didn't see who that was, but came up and made a nice tackle. 3rd down and long situation. They have it listed at the 25-yard line, 3rd down and 8. Parker going to go with the fullback give up the middle. Casella's there along with a couple of other blue shirts. No gain. Number 8, Garrett Cooley in on the stop. Outside linebacker. It'll bring up a punting situation for Montgomery.
Yeah, which leads the Mounties to great field position as the first quarter is almost underway.
Standing at the 40-yard line is number 45, Kaiser Kistner. If that's not a football name, I don't know what is. And I believe that is Ryan Casella alongside of him.
Listed at 210, I'll tell you what, he looks like a brick wall.
And it looks like Montgomery's going to take a timeout, let the clock go down. We'll take a timeout with them. With 15 seconds left to go here in the opening quarter, Southside's on top, 14-0. We'll be right back.
Make this the summer for a new vehicle at the Kaiser Brothers. You won't find a bigger selection of Jeeps in the area, from the Wrangler to the Grand Cherokee, over 50 available. Or choose from a full lineup of light and heavy-duty trucks. Looking for a performance vehicle? The Kaiser Boys are the home of the hot ones. So stop in today and see the Kaiser Boys, Route 405 in Muncie and Route 11 in Danville, where selection and service equals satisfaction.
I am the brand ambassador for King Kongin because we King Kongin on them. You understand me? This is Big Snoop Dogg, and you need to go get you some before they gone. Hair up.
That band has got a lot of energy. It's Friday evening, kind of first week of school for a lot of these schools, and I'm not going to lie, Dre, I don't have the same amount of energy right now. Beautiful night for football. Look at that sun.
You know what they say, make adjustments.
Yes. 4th down, punting situation. That's Breyer, and he did not get a good one on there, and he actually kicked it into the band. That's not good. It's all going to depend on the spot, and I can see that man walking, and please stop. Okay, he did. Ouch.
35-yard line, it looks like, Jamie.
So I'm just going to go on a limb and say, he kicked it really well, except it just went out of bounds. 1st and 10. Southside will have to run at least one play.
And let me just say, the last play they ran was a 33-yard touchdown.
It was. Quarterback will go under center, tight formation, got a 2-headed monster in the back, and he's going to throw it. Throws it up in the air, has Scheller. Scheller back, shoulder, had it. Good coverage. And it's an incomplete pass. He did have some room. Good throw.
Great throw. He's been waiting to throw that ball. You know he's eager to do that as much as they run. And
come on, Coach.
Yeah, great pass on the back shoulder. Just a little unfortunate. Hit his pads. And with 4 seconds left, curious to see if they take another shot in the air.
The quarterback counterpart was on defense, and they got trips down here to the right. I like that. And then they're going to go with Casella, and he is just matched up, spins back, gets hit, turns. It's going to be close to that 1st down, and that's going to be the final play of that first quarter. But I like the look. They really spread him out that time, and the big fella just one-on-one. So that's the end of the first quarter. We're going to go ahead and take a quick breather, but don't go anywhere, folks. We still got a lot of football to be played. After one, Southside 14, Montgomery 0, high school football game of the week right here on Webb Weekly.
We want you to make sure you're going pocket, jump, balls in the feet. That's what we do here at Fast Fast. We teach speed, agility, and quickness because we want you all to be better athletes. That's why you're here. So make sure on this one, when you jump up, come down, power leg, acceleration. Softball, football, basketball, soccer, baseball, softball, whatever you got, we can do it here.
Fastmaz.com.
Fastmaz.com. Lift your knees. You gotta get your knees up. Come on, let's go.
You gotta be here.
High school football game of the week right here on Webb Weekly. Jamie Spencer along with Dre Lewis. Big Mike is our cameraman. And the rookie Kurt is doing a heck of a job. 3rd and 2. Ball is at the 27-yard line. Kicks a man in motion. Going to go with Casella up the middle, and he just runs over a guy. Going to pick up the first down. I think he'll get about 6 yards.
6 yards, 2 yards, 32 yards. He'll get them all.
Big, strong kid. Plays both ways, and he plays both ways very, very well. We've seen a lot of different looks from Southside. I like it a lot. Getting some confidence. 1st and 10. Ball's at the 22-yard line. They're going into the sunset. Here's Amir. He's got some running room. He's going to kick it to the outside, and he is untouched for the touchdown. Touchdown. Number 22, Amir Kemmer. Another senior, 5'10", 165. That guy can fly.
Yes, he can fly, and thunder and lightning. I'll say it once, I'll say it twice, Jamie. You got me hooked. But real quick, let me give some love to number 11, Landon Gebhardt, with the downfield blocking. I mentioned it again, but he is getting a lot of love for his guys, and he's sealing the edge for the corners, and he walked right in there.
They've ran that play twice, and that have really, really got them some good yards. Touchdown this time. Here comes the point after, and there is a flag stoppage. We'll see what we got, and it looks like it's going to be offside against Montgomery. And I don't know why he blew the whistle. He should have just kept that going, right, Trey? You would think? Because Coach said, hey, went through the uprights. Let's just decline it. Kind of a meeting of the minds. This was kind of the first penalty. Now, it looks like South, instead of kicking the field goal now, since it's half a distance from that hash mark, they're going to go for 2.
Hey, any incentives, they're taking them. I guess I shouldn't have marked 21-0 on my notes.
Scheller, the lone wide receiver to the left. Going to go with Casella, and yeah, that's not fair. 2 points. Ryan waltzes in for the 2-point conversion. So there's a brief moment in stoppage. 11:27 left to go here in the second quarter. It is Southside 22, Montgomery 0. High school football game of the week.
All the way for a touchdown!
Did you see that? Now that's the Park Pizza touchdown.
Enjoy a Chevy summer drive in a new Chevrolet from Blaze Alexander Chevrolet in Muncie. Hi, it's Adam Alexander, and we have over 200 new Chevrolets on the lot at the lowest price guaranteed. Choose from Tahoe, Suburban, Trax, Colorado, heavy-duty Silverados, and 1500 Series Silverados. We are offering rebates up to $10,000 off Silverados in August. We now offer a certified pre-owned. These units are fully serviced and ready for you. So stop in today or check us out online for the lowest price guaranteed.
Back here live, Rodney K. Morgan Stadium, here in the middle of South Williamsport. I love this, how there's houses everywhere. And I parked right over there, big guy. You can't really see it. And I'm not going to reveal my location because I parked right across the street from Coach Eisworth's house.
Yeah, how fitting.
Yeah. Speaking of, sorry to cut you off, but hey, Chris Eisworth's been calling this football game for a long, long time, and he's one of the best in the area. Just a good dude, and I'll tell you what, it helps when you have some really good assistant coaches. I know that you know some of them. We've called their names, like Johnny Peters. I believe he went to school at Lycoming. Great kid. He was a stud. Gideon Green, man, he could run the football. Schoenwolf, I don't know if he was the player or that's his father, but unbelievable. One of my favorite names ever to call. Schoenwolf. Sounds like it should be on the Game of Thrones or something. Short kick. Persing will take it right at the 20. Stutter steps. Gets hit at the 30. And again, there's a couple of others on there. Randy Boone, I've known him. He's been a long-time football coach. And also Coach Lusk, and I'm going to say it really loud because he's just a few blocks from us right here. Really good guy. And I say that because he's a lot bigger than we are too, Dre.
Yeah, real good guy. I remember Lane Lusk, former player back, and one of the guys he coached in football and baseball. Big kid, strong kid, doing good things. I saw him the other day, and there's a lot of tradition here in Southside, as you mentioned. Some of these former players on the staff. The
cool thing, Chris was the head coach at one time here, and we called a lot of his football games when he was the head guy, and It helps. It helps. You're only as good as your assistant coaches, and Southside definitely has a bunch of them. 1st and 10. Run up the middle, ran into his own guy, but then kicked it to the outside and picks up a nice gain, and that's what they need. A little confidence, and get us a nice round of applause from the Montgomery Red. They travel well. They always do. Regardless of the sport, the record, they are good fans.
Yeah, they're just another loyal community. I mean, I guess we're blessed with a lot of those around here. And, red and blue filled in tonight's stadium.
And the sun is now down, as we can kind of see. I remember last time we were here, it was cold. Not tonight. It's beautiful. As going to go with a tailback give up the middle. Is going to pick up the first down, and that's what you kind of need. A little bit of confidence, move those chains. I think that was number 9, Caden Fink. As we said, Fink had a great game last week against Hughesville, who last year we called Hughesville a couple of times. They had a really good defense.
Yeah, they're a very physical football team up front as well. And you notice a lot of these teams have been putting in a lot of work in the weight room. It definitely shows as we see great defense.
First and 10, quick hike. Smacked at the line of scrimmage. Nowhere to go. That's Caden Fink.
I mentioned utilizing the play clock, and that one was just a little bit too close for comfort, but they were fortunate enough to get the play off. 2nd down now.
And sorry, Dre, I just spilled my soda. I'm not going to tell you what soda it is because they do not sponsor us. 2nd down, and it is a lengthy 9.5. Unbalanced. 9:33 left to go in the second quarter. Going to run up the middle, and poor Coy had nowhere to go. Smack, stood up, no gain, maybe a loss of 1, brings up 3rd and 10.
Yeah, and after a quick first down for the Red Raiders, they've now been stuffed the last 2 plays, and hey, that Southside defense is very stingy. We mentioned it before, and those guys in the middle are very eager to hit the hole.
And like I told you in pregame, a lot of those big fellas up the middle for the Montgomery Red Raiders, they're 15-year-old kids. 3rd down and 10, quick throw to the outside, almost intercepted. That was number 5, Tad Lusk, who read that, and man, he could have went to the house, but it's incomplete. 4th down.
Yeah, ironically, whose name did we just mention here in the booth as we gave his dad and family a little shout-out? And, man, that's a football family right there. He jumped that route, hit his hand, and almost took it for a pick six. Overall, great play.
Persang is standing inside of his own 30-yard line. See if he can kind of redeem himself. High snap, gets it down. Much better kick that time. End over end. Casella will see it bounce and go out of bounds right at the 30 as we got people flipping all over the place. Kurt, we're going to go ahead and keep things here as they switch things around. 8:45 left to go here, second quarter, 22-0. Southside's on top.
Yeah, their fourth possession of the game, and they have seen the end zone on the first three so far.
I like the mojo. These guys are really looking good. And you said it. There's so many names that they've been around for a long time. I don't know if they're little brothers, cousins, or whatever, but they do a nice job. 1st and 10, ball's at the 30-yard line, tight formation. Going to go with Casella off the left edge, and he gets into the secondary, and he is going to pick up a 14-yard gain just like that, Dre.
14-yard gain, another first down, and he's nearing in on the 100-yard mark already for tonight, Jamie.
Tackled that time by number 5, Coy Bryson, and he did the best to just hold on. He is a big kid, strong.
You know, watching his team, it's just like they've been here before. You know, they're very poised. They control themselves. They don't make stupid plays.
And going to go with Amir. Amir, high steps. He will get into the secondary. Missed almost. Picks up the first down. Move those chains. But, man, I'll tell you what, just a shoestring tackle away from another one.
Yeah, very, very close to breaking that away. And that is nearing in on 100 yards for him as well, roughly, give or take. There's no Doc Mass up here tonight, but we're doing our best.
Amir this time is set up as a wing. We'll see if they get him the ball again. Nope, they're going to go with a swing to the left. There's a new number, 45. He'll get it, cuts back, and he's tripped up. Going to be down at the 12-yard line. Nice play call. That's Kaiser Kistner. Everybody thought Amir was going to get it. Everybody thought that Casella was going to get it, and then they just swung it to the left side.
Hey, whoever gets it, the outcome is pretty similar with those guys up front. And that was a nice formation switch up there for the Mounties.
I don't know if you caught that, Dre, but they almost have like their own turf crew. There was a big divot in the turf, and I noticed that 2 gals ran out there and replaced their divot. True story. And it looks like Southside just didn't like what they had, so they're going to take a timeout. Kurt, we're going to take a timeout too. High school football game of the week right here on Webb Weekly Live.
Hi, I'm Rennie Rodarmel. I run the Rennie Rodarmel Agency located at 921 Westminster Drive, Williamsport, Pennsylvania. I think my passion is meeting with the customers one-on-one, reviewing all their needs and doing the best job we can to make sure they have the best available coverage at the best price. This agency stands out above a lot of them as far as customer service. Our philosophy is not to tell a customer what they need to do. We need to know what they want us to do for them and take care of them. In 36 years, I've won just about every award they have. I think the award I'm most proud of is being inducted into the All-State Financial Hall of Fame. It was one of my goals from day one, so looking 20 years out and being able to get there was fantastic. Change of any kind has a little anxiety with them. If you have any questions, concerns, anything happens, come.
Yeah, welcome back. 7:09 left to go here in the second quarter. 1st and 10 for Southside. Sends a man in motion. Kemmerer off the right side, picks up quite a few. He's going to be inside the 5, just short of the first down. Brings up a second, and we will call it 3, Dre.
Yeah, the red zone territory once again for the Mounties, as they like to find the end zone once again.
Dre, we've seen a multitude of different formations, different looks. Obviously, you want to get the ball to number 22, to number 28, but we've seen them running on different angles and different formations. It's been really, really effective. And no penalties on both sides. Going to pitch it. Amir going to stumble in. No official word. There it is. Touchdown, South Williamsport. That'll make it 28-0 pending the point after. Good blocking up front, too. Yeah. That certainly helps.
Great blocking. And first quarter, it was all Cassell with 2 touchdowns. Yep. And second quarter, it's passed over to Lightning for his 2 touchdowns. And they got 2 apiece, Jamie.
Evan Ogden getting ready for the point after. Kick is up. Kick is good. How about that kicker we had here last year? Remember that?
The one that was kicking them into the houses.
The Ripley, the gal. Oh, that was fantastic. Oh, brings back memories. Timeout on the field, timeout here in the booth. 29-0. Southside's on top.
All the way for a touchdown!
Did you see that?
Hey, it's Jay from the all-new Alexander Kia, 933 Broad Street, Montoursville, your pre-owned superstore. And finally, I've got new cars. I have Tellurides, Sorrentos, Sportages, Neros, Fortes, Kia Souls, and I have the all-new electric EV6. And check out our new state-of-the-art service facility. We're servicing all makes and models, and we're here to serve you. The all-new Alexander Kia, from the crick to the strip, taking the deals the other guys won't even touch.
Welcome back. Rodney K. Morgan Stadium. Beautiful evening here in South Williamsport, Pennsylvania. It's been all South Side so far. 29-0. In between break, Dre and I were just kind of reminiscing about the last time we were here. And the young Ripple girl, her sister's name is Chelsea. I can picture her, but she kicked one all the way to Candy Cane Lane to win the game. It's a good kick, good cutback. And I'll tell you what, these Montgomery Red Raiders, they're sneaky. They're sneaky.
Yeah, we know one thing over watching them for over the years is, they're going to compete. They got a lot of love for each other, and it's shown here tonight. They've been able to sustain some drives. Let's see what they can do here.
It's going to be 1st and 10. Ball's just outside the 25-yard line. 6:11 left to go here in the second quarter. Dre, we've said this. Good crowds on both sides. During that commercial break, I ducked down and took a look, and there's a lot of people here. It's awesome. Double tight end formation. Parker going to give it off, and he gets tripped up right at the line of scrimmage. Stiff arms, and nice gain there on first down. Good for you, young man. I believe that was numbers 5, Corey Bryson.
Yes, it was a player to watch pre-game, and there's an example of one of their athletes that they have. So long as they can get them out in space, there's a positive play on first down, which they need, the keys to success for them, and the chains are moving, Jamie.
I'm looking at the roster, and I'm only seeing just a handful of seniors. So, again, very young. They got some talent. These kids that are coming up, as you know, they can really play some baseball. 1st and 10, Montgomery. And the same exact thing this time. He does pick up, and there's a late penalty flag. It almost looks like it could be in that area of a face mask. We will see.
Last week you went 4 for 4 on the calls from the referees, PIAA. So,
thank you. And again, like I said, after tipping you $20 last week, it really made me look good, and a lot of people did pick up on that, Dre. Let's see what they're talking. You gave me a compliment and you screwed me up.
as we anxiously wait for the white hat to give us a signal.
Yes. Southside, back in the day, they used to have their official mic'd up. And it is a face mask that is going to, it's got to be an automatic first down, or, I mean, they have it listed as 2nd down and 3, but that doesn't make sense, does it?
Most certainly does not. If there was a face mask, you would think it would be an automatic first down.
Yeah.
And the chains would maybe move, 5-yard penalty or 15, but.
Or after the play, but I guess not. So now on the field it says 1st and 3. I don't know. Doesn't matter. Oh, nice cut. And look at this young man run. He's got a lot of running room. There he goes. He's going to get close to it, and a touchdown. Touchdown, Montgomery. That is Caden Fink. He had a similar run last week, Dre, and I'll tell you, he gets into open space. He can run.
Yeah, he can run, and he is good at it. There the Red Raiders go. So long as they see positive production on first down, they're able to keep the chains moving, and there's an explosive play for the Red Raiders.
And it looks like they're going to go for 2. Nice run by Caden Fink, one of the only seniors on the football team, 6 foot, 208, number 9. His 2nd touchdown of the year, because he had one last week.
Right.
You get that? Going to go for 2. Send wide receiver all the way to the top. Double tight end. Backs are in the eye. Parker taking his time, and, got a flag. And it looks like it's going to be delay a game. Interesting. Against Montgomery. That's a little tricky. I think they were just so excited that they scored, and we'll see.
Right, now here begs the question, do you send out the kicking team, or maybe, I'm not sure if they have a kicker, who knows, but.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to put some bodies in, and looks like they are going to try the lengthy point after. And someone's got a hold, right? Poor guys.
The 5-yard penalty basically hurts you.
Yeah, it really does.
2-point attempt.
And low snap. The kick is up. Get up, get up. And that is going to be good. Yeah, it surprised me, man. That kind of looked like one of your tee shots. Life is good if you're a Montgomery Raider. You just got on the scoreboard. So with 4:55 left to go here in the second quarter, Southside's on top, 29-7. High school football game of the week.
Now that's the Park Pizza touchdown.
At Fairfield Chevrolet Cadillac, you can always find a fantastic deal.
Find it at Fairfield.
No matter if you're looking for a new or used car, truck, or SUV, their team of professionals will help you find the perfect vehicle for your needs.
Find it at Fairfield. Fairfield.
Fairfield.
Fairfield. Find it at Fairfield. Find it at Fairfield.
Fairfield Chevrolet Cadillac, Route 15 in Lewisburg. Fairfield for fantastic deals.
Find it at Fairfield.
Yeah, we're back here. South Side is, it's hard to believe it's September 1st, Dre. You know, the older you get, the quicker those summers go, and wow, crazy.
I must be getting pretty old then, Jamie, because they went by pretty quick.
And then, you know, Little League comes and goes, then kids start up.
6 on that side and 4 on this side, Angler.
And, yeah, life is good. High school football game of the week right here on Webb Weekly Live. This is week 2. Breyer going to tee it up at the 40. Low kick, and that's going to scoot out of bounds. I don't know if that was a designed kind of pooch or even like an onside kick. But does that go to the 45, or do you keep it there at the 38?
Oh, man, I guess you're the white hat specialist. Let's see.
They changed that
They might
rule.
have to re-kick it if I remember correctly. The receiving team has the option.
Yes. Yeah.
But I guess if they're almost at the 40 already, they probably just want to get the ball, line up, and feed the 2. Studs.
Okay. So here we go. Okay, so I think I understand what happened there. The ball went out of bounds, and then they did a 5-yard walk-off instead of, let's say you kicked it out of bounds and it was way down here. I would say you get the ball at the 35. Make sense? Makes sense, I guess. I don't know. They'll change it.
I think Southside is just excited to get the ball anywhere on the field.
I agree. Quarterback under center. It's got backs, 2 of them behind him. Amir, untouched, finally taken down, but that's after he picks up close to the first down. We're going to give him about 9.5 yards, but whole lot of green grass in front of him, and I'll tell you what, there's not a lot of contact until he gets into that secondary.
No, and based off my stats, Jamie, give or take, that will put him over the 100-yard mark
And then
tonight.
some. And then some. He's had some really explosive plays, and his countermate hasn't been too shabby either.
No, and he isn't much behind the 100-yard mark himself here.
And 2nd down and 1, play action's going to throw, has a man wide open. The ball is up in the air. It is caught, and he is taken down. They're going to give him a touchdown. I don't know. It was a little close, but hey, reward the big guy. Good throw by the quarterback and number 88. Leading receiver, that's Dylan Scheller. He was open.
He was open in a beautiful pass, and he had all day with that protection up front. Not only that, the linebackers got sucked in based off of the play fake, and man, that was a beautiful pass.
Second time they've thrown, and they've targeted Scheller on both occasions. The first time, it was a perfect throw. Hit him right on the right back shoulder pad. That time, he did a nice job of bringing it in for the touchdown.
You know, and something to highlight here as teams, you know, eventually start to scout their opponents and so forth. You can't just expect Southside to run the ball as they showcase. They're able to throw the ball. They're scoring another touchdown, 5 straight on 5 possessions.
And I'll tell you what, I just saw the quarterback whisper to Coach, "Coach, see, we can do this every play." Well, we'll see. High school football game of the week, 4:07 left to go here in the second quarter. Don't go anywhere.
All the way for a touchdown!
Did you see that? Now that's the Park Pizza touchdown.
At Fairfield Chevrolet Cadillac, you can always find a fantastic deal.
Find it at Fairfield.
No matter if you're looking for a new or used car, truck, or SUV, their team of professionals will help you find the perfect vehicle for your needs.
Find it at Fairfield.
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 Find it at Fairfield.
Find it at Fairfield.
Fairfield Chevrolet Cadillac, Route 15 in Lewisburg. Fairfield, for fantastic deals.
Find it at Fairfield.
36-7, Dreg. We've seen a lot of points on the board. You know, kudos to Montgomery. They scored the last time they got it, but the Southside team is clicking this evening.
Clicking as it only took 40 seconds for them to find the end zone that drive.
Persing's going to field it at the 15, makes one guy miss, tries to stiff arm, and he gets wrestled out of bounds by Lusk. And the ball will be right at the 25. Excuse me, that was Seth McClintock. He's a tough kid, too.
Well. And now
4:02. Go ahead.
Crucial point here in the game, 4 minutes left in the second quarter. Montgomery received the opening kickoff, which means Southside will get the ball back here to start the second half. So big possession for the Red Raiders.
One wide receiver all the way up to the top. Persing. Fullback give up the middle, not fooling anybody. Maybe picks up a yard. Bring up a 2nd down and 9, 3:50 left to go here in the second quarter.
Trust. Their coach must have a lot of trust with those big blue jerseys up front as they try to pound the ball up the middle. Number 57 and 56 for the Mounties look good.
Oh, that breeze is starting to come through. What a beautiful night. Is that a UFO? No, that is the Genetti Hotel. 3:20 in counting. Persing will send somebody all weights, and yeah, we just kind of had a meltdown. As I'm thinking, either a delay of game. Nope, they're going to warrant a timeout. And Curtis, we're going to take out a timeout as well. You know what? Let's hear a little something from Blaze Alexander.
Hey, it's Jay from the all-new Alexander Kia, 933 Broad Street, Montoursville, your pre-owned superstore. And finally, I've got new cars. I have Tellurides, Sorrentos, Sportages, Neros, Fortes, Kia Souls, and I have the all-new electric EV6. And check out our new state-of-the-art service facility. We're servicing all makes and models, and we're here to serve you. The all-new Alexander Kia, from the crick to the strip, taking the deals the other guys won't even touch.
Dan, welcome back. Sweet Caroline. You know that song a little bit, don't you, Dre? I mean, I was a little offended that you didn't know what Coldplay was, but that's okay. I'm just going to send you the link to that song. It's a beautiful song, and so is this one.
Jamie, while we're in Southside, we give good recognition to the band. We saw her here in the press box. Robin Rummings.
Yes.
Great friend of mine.
She's great.
Great lady, and I coached her son. One of my favorites, Billy Rummings, if you're out there.
Yeah.
I appreciate you, buddy. Let me give you some love. Robin, great job to you and your crew. And this place holds a special heart in my heart, Jamie, as I started my coaching career here for baseball.
Yep.
With Sean Finn. So shout out to you, Sean Finn. I appreciate you as well. Get me involved in the Mountie community. And second half coming up here soon. 3 minutes left in the second quarter.
No, it's fantastic. Second down, and we will call it 9. The ball is at the 27-yard line. Persing, backs are in the eye, going to try the option. Going to kick it to the outside. He does have some running room, and that guy, I'll tell you what, we've been calling his name a lot, and he is looking better and better. Sorry. Number 9, that is our friend Caden Fink, and I will remember his number and his name.
And he has a lot of agility. Shake and bake is one of the terms that football analysts use, and he's a prime example why.
Fink basically had a couple, 2 touchdowns on the year, and he had breakaway plays. The one here tonight a couple possessions ago, that was just a fantastic run by the young man.
It was, and let me highlight, they got the ball to the outside. Those linebackers are Mounties, they're filling the holes, so getting the ball out quick.
Quick run off the side, got a little bit of running room. And that's Fink again. Picks up 2, maybe 3. 2:26 in counting.
I'll tell you what, they've been very lenient with the play clock here as it just is getting down to 0. You must have listened to us as they utilized the play clock.
They did, and they've been doing great. But, again, this is a well-oiled machine on Southside. They really have their swagger. Run up the middle. Picks up nice gain. It's going to bring up a 3rd down in a manageable 4. Good run up the middle. I believe that was number 5. Coy Bryson, another youngster.
Hey, a lot of talent coming back. Mostly all these guys, aside from Fink, the senior. And definitely good things to look forward to over the years. Important play here, Jamie. 3rd down with 1.5 minutes left.
3rd down, going to run it as Fink lunges, and he did get the 1st down. It looked like one of the Southside Mighties tried to go with the strip. No avail. Is going to pick up a 1st down. Clock will continue to run. 1:25 left to go here in the second quarter.
2-minute offense is crucial here in high school football. Let's see if the Red Raiders look to push the ball down to the end zone as the Mounties will receive the second half kickoff.
And again, Dre throwing the football is not one of their cup of teas. They've only had a couple of attempts and haven't really done much with it. Play action. What do I know? And Cassell, what a play by him. Knocks it loose. The ball is loose. It's going to be recovered by Montgomery, but holy smokes. Casella came out of nowhere. Defensive end, had it timed perfectly, stripped it, almost caught it off the bounce. And that's just a long, long, long loss.
Yeah, and something a little different. Rather than blitzing up through the middle, he came around the outside. The tackle must have missed him. Not sure how. He almost stripped it, picked it up, and scored. And tough break.
That's going to bring up second. They say it's 19, but I'm thinking it's more like 30. Run up the middle, tries to get a little bit back, and it's going to be very, very well short. And I believe that's going to be the last play at the half. Montgomery, don't force it. Southside is content. They'll let it run. And they're going to go to halftime. So here we go. Halftime. It is South Williamsport on top, 36-7. They've looked impressive so far. We're going to get a quick timeout. We're going to get a quick breather. And then when we come back, we're going to go ahead and recap that first half, talk to you a little more about our sponsors, and get it back to some football. High school football game of the week.
Enjoy a Chevy summer drive in a new Chevrolet from Blaze Alexander Chevrolet in Muncie. Hi, it's Adam Alexander, and we have over 200 new Chevrolets on the lot at the lowest price guaranteed. Choose from Tahoe, Suburban, Trax, Colorado, heavy-duty Silverados, and 1500 Series Silverados. We are offering rebates up to $10,000 off Silverados in August. We now offer a certified pre-owned. These units are fully serviced and ready for you. So stop in today or check us out online for the lowest price guaranteed.
Hi, I'm Rennie Rodarmel. I run the Rennie Rodarmel Agency, located at 921 Westminster Drive, Williamsport, Pennsylvania. I think my passion is meeting with the customers one-on-one, reviewing all their needs, and doing the best job we can to make sure they have the best available coverage at the best price. This agency stands out above a lot of them as far as customer service. Our philosophy is not to tell a customer what they need to do. We need to know what they want us to do for them and take care of them. In 36 years, I've won just about every award they have. I think the award I'm most proud of is being inducted into the All-State Financial Hall of Fame. It was one of my goals from day one, so looking 20 years out and being able to get there was fantastic. Change of any kind has a little anxiety with them. If you have any questions, concerns, anything happens, come to us right away. We're here to answer all your questions and make sure you understand what is going on and what happened.
Yeah, welcome back to halftime here, Rodney K. Morgan Stadium here on the campus of South Williamsport High School, where at the half, Dre, it has been all South Side. Montgomery did score a touchdown and has moved the ball at times, but that offense for the Mounties is really rolling on all cylinders.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's just say it how it is. 5 possessions, 5 touchdowns. You heard that right. 5 possessions, 5 touchdowns for the Mounties. 2 players in Thunder and Lightning with Ryan Casella and Amir Kramir. Both zeroing in on the 100-yard mark. I believe Casella has hit it already. Amir is close. 2 touchdowns each for the guys. A beautiful touchdown pass from the quarterback, Radley Knapp. And Mounties are looking good, buddy.
I thought that was a typo, but that is his name, and what a cool name, Radley. That's a beautiful name, and I'll tell you what, I think he's talking to his coach a little bit, who Coach Eisworth is old school. He loves to run that football, take care of the clock, possession. Hey, we're not going to do fancy hand signals. We're going to rotate the plays by you guys hustling over, and I'll tell you what play we're going to run. But that quarterback, he had threw 2 balls, 2 chances, threw some darts, and the last one was for a touchdown.
Yeah, he's looking good. And you know what they say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They got those nice hogs up front for the Mounties. They're pushing a lot of guys around. And, hey, Montgomery's out here competing. They've been able to sustain some drives, and it's just tough up front. The guys are from the blue are putting 7 up in the box.
And, Dre, we talked about it a little bit this week, and we knew on paper, yes, Southside definitely the favorite, all right? Oh, why are you guys doing that game? Well, there's a couple of reasons. One, we get a chance to see Montgomery. Montgomery is very, very young, got a new coaching staff, and I'll tell you what, Corey is very good You would love him. I got a chance to know him a little bit through Little League Baseball and everything along those lines, but he is very good. He's one of those old school type coaches too. He's from the Northern Tier, and he's going to bring some good things here to Montgomery. They have a lot of talent, a lot of size at the younger ages, and it's a man's game. You know this. I would say Southside's one of the bigger guys up front, and it's going to take their toll, but they're not going to quit, and they look okay at times in that first half.
Yeah, they're looking good. They just got to keep the ball out of the Mounties' hands, and they'll be okay. But, yeah, as you mentioned, a lot of younger talent there. They've been competing. They got some size as well, a lot of playmakers. The speed difference is playing a little part as they're trying to get to the edge, but we've seen some explosive plays from the Red Raiders as Caden Fink took in a 50-plus yard touchdown. Earlier in the game, we saw a couple first downs on 10-plus yard plays, so there's some highlights there. The band's doing good. They're showing out.
This is unreal, and this is one of my favorite things about high school football, especially local high school football. You got some of the cheerleaders doing some double duty with the color guards. No football players yet, but we will be on the lookout for that. But you know what, Dre? I think it's time for you and me to shut up and just enjoy the marching Montgomery Red Raiders. We'll be right back.
basketball scores from around the area. In the second quarter, Williamsport 11, Pittston 2, Central Mountain 14, Bloomsburg 7. Halftime scores, Troy 17, Montoursville nothing, Loyalsock 21, Hughesville nothing, Southern Columbia 21, Shamokin nothing, Milton 27, Towanda nothing, Hamburg 14, Warrior Run 7, Mount Carmel 13, Dunmore 7, and Jersey Shore 18, Lewisburg nothing. Halftime statistics. In rushing, the Mountaineers have 17 carries, 236 yards. Montgomery 27 carries, 122 yards. Passing, Mountaineers have attempted 2, completed 1 for 52 yards. Montgomery's 1 out of 3 for 1 yard. Total offense, South Williamsport 288 yards, Montgomery 123. Mountaineers have 10 first downs, Montgomery 6. Mountaineers have been penalized 1 time for 5 yards, Montgomery 2 times for 7 yards. We have the winner of the 50-50 drawing. It's a blue ticket. The number is 889657. That's 889657. You have that number, you can claim your prize in the press box.
Yeah, welcome back. Halftime and a beautiful performance. Dre, election year for you. You were down there shaking hands, kissing babies, but I was here and they played, I don't know who plays that song or who does that song, Mr. Brightside, but it was awesome. Kudos to the Montgomery band. Kudos to the Southside band. We usually enjoy their halftime performances, and it was fantastic. So, Dre, we talked a little bit off the air about Southside. Very impressive. 5 possessions, 5 touchdowns. They've done it in multiple ways. Unofficially now. Unofficially, I did my best to try to keep track of stats and everything. I had Montgomery with 123 yards, 6 first downs, okay? I'll tell you what, that's pretty impressive. Yep. And then for Southside, I had 10 first downs and roughly 288. Now, the big difference, of course, is the passing yards. Montgomery was 1 for 3 for 1 yard. Southside only threw the ball twice. They had 1 completion for the 52-yard touchdown. And then running, it has been a little bit different. But at the same time, Montgomery's moving the ball. 6 first downs, doing all right, but it's just the big plays from Southside. That's the difference of the game. I don't know what the total numbers are for their 2-headed monster, but as a team, they have basically 15 rushes for 236 yards in 1 half. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, thunder and lightning, as you said. 2 touchdowns each for the guys. I have them close zoning in on 100 yards, and yeah, they didn't waste any time. 5 touchdowns on 5 possessions as they received the ball here for the second half. The Mountaineers are up 36-7. The sun is finally down. We can see without a glare in our eyes, and we've said it and we'll say it again. There's a lot of people here at this football game.
There is a lot
tonight.
of people, and it's a beautiful night, and it is great. I got to meet some of your, I would say that's the fan club. What a good-looking, well-spoken kid he is. And I'll tell you what, I know Mrs. Spencer is going to be watching over him, and I will definitely keep dibs on him for him.
Yeah, good. My buddy Cassius is starting first grade.
That's beautiful.
On Tuesday for the Lancers. And, hey, while we're dialed in, I mentioned some great people in the South Side community. Let me get a shout-out to the McLaughlins, Barb and Fred. They're some great people.
Yep.
I've coached their daughter, Emma, in softball. Just a great kid, a great player. And shout-out to the McLaughlins. I'm looking forward to seeing you guys this weekend. I appreciate you very much.
And Dre, that's the coolest thing about living in small Lycoming County. As you know, everyone's related, and it's hilarious. The older you get, the more business you do, and the more experience. And it's just amazing how everyone is related somehow.
Yeah, it's just good. You know this, and from coaching, I think it's just, it's special. You build relationships with people, and then over time, I think the best part of coaching is maintaining those relationships. And, you look back and think, wow, that kid, I had him when he was 13. He's now 22. And
oh, I know. And then you wait, and then they're going to start having kids. Their kids are going to be playing high school sports, and that's kind of where I'm at in my age, my tenure. But it's great. So, again, Kurt, we're going to go ahead and kick it to one last commercial before we come on back. But halftime right here, high school football game of the week.
Enjoy a Chevy summer drive in a new Chevrolet from Blaze Alexander Chevrolet in Muncie. Hi, it's Adam Alexander, and we have over 200 new Chevrolets on the lot at the lowest price guaranteed. Choose from Tahoe, Suburban, Trax, Colorado, heavy-duty Silverados, and 1500 Series Silverados. We are offering rebates up to $10,000 off Silverados in August. We now offer a certified pre-owned. These units are fully serviced and ready for you. So stop in today or check us out online for the lowest price guaranteed.
Yeah, welcome back. And Dre, did you have your bite?
Not yet. I didn't get to partake in the hot dog competition for the halftime show.
No, the funny thing is, I just gave that little guy a nice, just kind of a shout, and then he didn't offer me a French fry. It is what it is.
Good.
All right, so Southside will take over. They will be receiving the second half kick. Again, 36-7. Montgomery did score a touchdown on a very, very, very nice run by Caden Fink. They've had a couple of first downs, but it has been all South Side. Moving the ball at ease. Persing's going to kick one short, and it is downed. Squib kick. I like it. I like it.
Hey, I'm sure their coach says, just get on the ball. We got some guys who will run it as the quarterback. Hey, protects the ball. They're starting at the 40, good field position, and we're back at it.
You don't see that a lot, but that was the quarterback, Radley. Yes, I said it correct. Radley Knapp. He'll get the play from Coach Eisworth.
You mentioned he was talking to his coach. Let's see how much convincing he did in the locker room at halftime.
When it's 36-7, I don't know. Two backs, one man in motion. Going to go with outside sweep, and there he goes. Good pursuit. Nice tackle by number 9. We've been calling him a lot, Caden Fink. But again, that Casella just hits that hole. Good patience that time. He let his blocks develop, kicked it into another gear, another first down.
Yeah, it's just the same sequence over and over again. Great push up front, great running backs, great downfield blocking.
And we've seen all kinds of different formations, different looks, people going in motion. And like you said, you're looking forward to week 3, week 4. Very difficult to see what's going on with this Southside offense. Play action, going to pass, trying to set the screen up, and it is intercepted. That is Briar Persing, just a freshman. He's 15 years old. Look at that play.
Yeah, and there's something we talked about earlier, his athleticism. He felt it. He sniffed it out. He felt that linebacker from his linebacker position, stayed with the running back as they tried to set up the screen, and interception, Red Raiders.
You know, I like the play call. I was surprised at the play call, but needless to say, that was just a great individual play by Briar Persing. Just a freshman. One wide receiver will go way up top. Going to go with the fullback give. Spins around, picks up 2, maybe 3. Not much going. That's number 5, Coy Broyson.
And now for the Red Raiders field position. This has been their best starting field position all night. So let's see how they take advantage of the situation. As, essentially they got the ball second half to start the second half. So good for them.
And also getting in good field position. Picked up a few on first down, second down, and we will call it 7. Backs are in the eye. Gonna pitch it. Breyer gets into the secondary, getting close to that first down. I believe he's just going to be short. It's going to bring up 3rd down in inches.
And this isn't something we mentioned yet today, but there hasn't been many times where there's just been one defender bringing that guy down. It takes 2, 3 bodies to bring him to the ground.
Now, Breyer's listed at 211. I don't know. But he is a big, strong, put-together kid. And like I said, got an opportunity to know him and his family, and they're just going to go with the quarterback seek. I love the play call. Parker's going to pick that up, still moving, and there's a late flag. We'll see what that's all about, Trey. Did pick up the first down. Now we'll see. I didn't see that.
No, I'll just wait.
Yeah. No, I don't get it. And, Dre, I would say this. That's tough because, not that I'm rooting for anybody, but at the same time, Montgomery picks up a first down. Now we're going to have to move that chain back.
And just an unfortunate break as they're driving downfield to start the half. Still waiting on a signal from the white hat.
Maybe a chop block or something, but it seemed like that was well late throwing that flag in after they were already in the scrum, the rugby scrum.
Right. The only thing I could think of was maybe pushing his teammate up, but well past the first down marker. And
regardless, 3rd down and 6, 9:25 left to go here in the third quarter. Backs are in the eye behind Parker. Parker's going to give it to Breyer. Breyer cuts it back, picks up a first down. He gets out of bounds. Good blocking on that left edge.
Yes, and we mentioned this earlier, but there's good things to take away. It's only week 2, but these guys are looking good. They're able to move the ball. They're able to throw the ball. They're able to get their guys out in space, and if they can come up with a touchdown right here, it might shift the energy just a little bit.
Just a little bit, you're right. And also, a little moral victories, get some mojo, goes a long way. And that is a run off the left-hand side. I believe that was Caden Fink. And it's tough to tell between that number 8 and number 9.
They almost got the same build, too.
They do. Very tricky. Brings up 2nd down, and we will call it 7. Taking their time, which is good. Backs are in the eye, behind Persing. Go with a run up the middle, good surge. And I'll tell you what, the Montgomery, the big fellas up front are doing a heck of a job, and they're on a nice rhythm right now, Dre.
Yeah, they're just controlling everything up front, which in the first half was maybe just the opposite a little bit. But, hey, they're getting pushed up front on the defensive side. They were getting off the blocks. Whatever talk they had at halftime seemed to be working.
Yeah, good stuff, and they're taking their time. A lot of time of possession here. Going to go with a run off the right-hand side. Picks up a few, and that's going to be enough for that first down. That's going to move those chains, and that's all you're looking to do, get a little more of a swagger.
Each week it comes down to the same key concept here, time of possession.
Yep.
Maintaining the ball, especially for Southside. Hey, 6 possessions, 5 touchdowns now. They're very effective. So keeping them off of the offensive side allows you to minimize the damage.
36-7. And again, this game is not over. And we've seen stranger things happen. Here's Breyer. And he's going to stiff arm a guy and good tackle up front. We'll give him some love. He's made some great plays. That's number 45, Kaiser Kistner, coming up from his outside linebacker position.
Yeah, just another athlete that they have behind those guys. And earlier in the game, we saw him on that wing sweep, pick up 30, 40 yards. So they got a lot of athletes over there.
So, Kurt, I got all excited. Kurt is our producer. He's a rookie, but after tonight, he's not going to be a rookie. I'll get back to you, Kurt. Second down, and I believe that is Fink. Fink will get to the original line of scrimmage, maybe lose one. Brings up 3rd down and 10. But, Curtis, I looked down at my phone, and I got all excited because I have 37 text messages, and I noticed that 38 of them are from the same thread. 3rd down and 10. Backs are in the eye. Parker, the quarterback's done a nice job distributing. He's going to pitch it. I believe that's Persing. Gets to the, man, there was kind of some late tackling going down. Well, they said it was a fumble, but it was down. Going to bring up a 4th down.
You know, you get to that point in the game halfway through the 3rd quarter and you realize the body language of some of these guys after taking some of these hits. They are in some pain. It's a very physical football game here tonight.
Dre, maybe I'm not the only one, but zoom in on that huddle. So you have number 8, number 9, and you have number 5. When they're next to each other, there is no way you can differentiate. No way. Going to go with number 9. That is Fink. Fink tries to cut it up, and he is going to be short of that 1st down. Turnover on down. Southside will take over at their own 12-yard line. Good, impressive drive, but unfortunately just come up empty-handed. But they wasted a lot of time.
Right, and there's some key things to take away.
Yes.
So, you know, there's always 2 different ways to look at things. It's not always win-loss, but there could be win-win situations. And for the Red Raiders, I'd take this away as a win-win.
I'm just going to go out there and say they are not going to throw it on this down. Going to go with Kamira. He's going to get the sweep, and I'll tell you, he's got a lot of real estate in front of him. He is off to the races and gets tripped up. Good play that time by number 5. Just barely tripped him up. That is Coy Bryson, or Amir was off to the races again.
Man, and that's just...
I have to, add the one, and that's a long run. That's all I'm going to say.
Heart right there. Let me tell you something. That is pure heart right there for the defense. You see that guy break. Hey, and you see some guys when, hey, he hits the edge, he might be gone.
And he was.
Shout out to not giving up.
No, that was fantastic. A nice run. We've seen that kind of end around. Hustles to the line of scrimmage, going to go with Casella. Casella's got a lot of running room. He's got a couple men to beat, and he's just going to waltz in for a touchdown. Good luck trying to tackle that guy. Another touchdown for Southside.
Not just any touchdown, Jamie.
Park Pizza touchdown. Sorry, I'm slacking tonight. My feet hurt. That has nothing to do with Park Pizza. Another touchdown.
Wow, that's impressive. You got a guy who can take it around the edge for 50. The next play, turn it off to his buddy who goes for 30.
Just right up the middle.
2 different styles, but the same result.
Point after is it coming. Low snap. Good hold. Kick is up, and kick is good. So there you go, sports fans. With 4:45 left to go here in the 3rd quarter, it is Southside 43, Montgomery 7. High school football game of the week right here on Webb Weekly.
All the way for a touchdown!
Did you see that? Now that's the Park Pizza touchdown.
Make this the summer for a new vehicle at the Kaiser Brothers. You won't find a bigger selection of Jeeps in the area, from the Wrangler to the Grand Cherokee, over 50 available. Or choose from a full lineup of light and heavy-duty trucks. Looking for a performance vehicle? The Kaiser Boys are the home of the hot ones. So stop in today and see the Kaiser Boys, Route 405 in Muncie and Route 11 in Danville, where selection and service equals satisfaction.
Nice. The only problem is it's that short. Hey, thank you, Kurt. Yeah, so I'm just, obviously, Dre, I told you that we're in the midst of doing a little home renovation at our place, and a lot of people are wondering, why didn't you just pay somebody to do it? That's not our style. So off the air, I just showed Dre our latest mishap, and it's my fault, man. It's totally my fault. Gonna have to recut and repolish and figure something out.
Hey, as we tell the athletes, make adjustments.
Make
Jamie.
adjustments. As a decent return, and that's another good tackle. As Tad Lusk is, he's been in there, and he's kind of got that suplex hammer throw down.
I'll tell you what, I bet he's had a lot of practice with Wayne and his brothers and sisters, because there's a bunch of those guys, and it's survival of the fittest in that family.
I think he has been on the receiving end of a lot of those harpoon throws or whatever. So 1st and 10 from Montgomery, and again, last possession, Montgomery, move the football a little bit. Let's just get some confidence, and that clock, I believe, Dre, is going to start to run. But we say this a lot. The score isn't indicative of it, and it really isn't. Montgomery's done a nice job tonight. Fullback give up the middle, gets stood up right at the line of scrimmage. He's not going to get anything. We'll see if they call that pushing foul again. That was bad.
But no, it's been a great night, week 2.
Fun.
For
Fun
high
night.
school football, September 1st, as you mentioned, and overlooking the city of both South Williamsport and Williamsport. It's a great view, a great place to be. I'm thankful. Shout out to Jim Webb and the crew.
Amen, Kurt. You got one more quarter, then we'll reevaluate. How's that sound, Kurt? Now, Big Mike doing his thing usually. Backs are in the eye. Tough run right up the middle, and again, they are running hard. It is a beautiful night tonight, Dre.
Yes, it just makes you realize how fortunate are we get to do these things as a part-time gig, as you always say.
Fun. Part-time gigs are great. Yep, definitely got a lot of love to our sponsors, and each week we usually find out where we're going to go, Dre, kind of middle of the week, look at different matchups. Logistics plays a huge part. Do our best to try to stay local and get as many teams some coverage. Going to run it to the outside, and he is stacked up, does not go down, but a good pursuit by the Southside Blue. 4th down punting situation.
Granted, it's almost that time of the point to where, curious to see if the starters are going to go back out there for another possession. Up 43-7. 2 minutes left here in the third. And the first unit has looked great, Jamie, for the Mounties. They've looked very, very, very great.
Good snap. Persing, very nice kick. It's going to be down. Nope, it takes a Southside bounce. That might have touched his foot. I think that touched Cassell's foot. Ooh, I don't know. If we had instant replay, you would have been surprised. I think that would have touched Blue's foot, but nevertheless.
I'll tell you what, I think Coach Chris Eisworth thought it touched his foot, and we can see from that expression, those kids will just get away from the ball next time.
Now, that took a very severe bounce, almost out of control bounce. Does stop the clock. I believe they will go ahead and trigger it once they set the ball. 3 wide receivers to the top. Casella back, and they are looking to throw. He's going to throw it up in the air, has a man, and he is tripped up. No flag. And that was a good no call. I think they just kind of got their feet tangled.
Yeah, the ball hit his hands, though. Tough break there for number 2. That is Caleb Neidig.
Oh, yes.
One of the former baseball players that I used to coach. I guess back in the day, he was over at St. John Newman a couple years ago, and he's now a Mountie.
Caleb was on my basketball team.
Good kid. He's getting big,
He is
and
a
I'm
good
sure
kid.
he's playing baseball for Casey Waller over here in their program.
Yeah.
Another great baseball coach out there. Casey Waller, keep up the good work, buddy.
He's the man. The man amongst boys. Play action. This is Gephardt. He's going to get a carry, and he gets a first down. Is tackled after he gets a bundle, and there's another weapon. We haven't really called him much, but there's another guy looks like he can do some damage.
Yeah, I'll just say it's tough when you got Ryan Casella and Amir Khmer in the backfield, but lots of talent over here for Southside, lots of athletes, something that we're accustomed to. You start to see these younger guys fill in. We mentioned it last week. These are normally the scout team guys who are taking the beating during the week, so when they can get their chances out here to showcase their skills, they are all over it.
3 wide receivers will go to the bottom. That's closest to us, and they're going to throw it again. It's a quick throw. Gephardt makes the catch and spins inside the 20, right around the 16-yard line. But, Southside opening it up a little bit. 22 seconds. That was a quick quarter. And we'll see if South will run a play or just let that clock run.
Yeah, during that quarter, we saw a 6-minute drive, something we didn't get exposed to much in the first half. As the third quarter comes to an end, Jamie.
That'll do it. That'll do it. So at the end of the third quarter, the score, Southside 43, Montgomery 7. We'll take a quick timeout and wrap things up pretty soon. High school football game of the week.
Enjoy a Chevy summer drive in a new Chevrolet from Blaze Alexander Chevrolet in Muncie. Hi, it's Adam Alexander, and we have over 200 new Chevrolets on the lot at the lowest price guaranteed. Choose from Tahoe, Suburban, Trax, Colorado, heavy-duty Silverados, and 1500 Series Silverados. We are offering rebates up to $10,000 off Silverados in August. We now offer a certified pre-owned. These units are fully serviced and ready for you. So stop in today or check us out online for the lowest price guaranteed.
And welcome back. High school football game of the week right here on Webb Weekly Live. Jamie Spencer along with Dre Lewis. Big Mike Alston doing our camera work. And I don't know. I mean, usually we do like an MVP, but right now it's Kurt. Kurt did a phenomenal job. I know that he can probably butcher it because we do have 12 minutes left, but how about throwing this rookie under fire and just said, hey, live stream a game. There's no manual. He's got to figure it out, and he's done a great job for us. So thank you, Kurt.
Hey, it makes our job a lot easier when we're able to show up and everything is ready. Sound is good to go. Mics are ready. So very thankful for the crew. They do a great job, and then makes our job a little bit easier. So thank you to the staff. We appreciate you.
Now, the only thing with Big Mike, he did the close-up on us during pregame, which I kind of kicked him in the kneecap. But no, that's okay. Just a little bit of a heads up next time, Mike. I would have tucked my shirt in. Just kidding. 1st and 10 for the Southside Mounties. Quarterback under center. Play action. Going to throw it again. The ball is up in the air. It is incomplete. Attended for number 4. Who do you got there, buddy?
Tanner Smith, the tight end, 5'11", 185-pound senior. A great ball, another great ball, I say. It's just unfortunate break for some of these guys. The ball is just hitting off of their fingers.
Interesting, though. We've been begging them to throw the football a little bit. They had some great success running it. Now, the game's pretty much out of the and they're throwing.
Hey, I told you, I'm curious what kind of conversation they had, coach and quarterback, and he must have convinced them to let him showcase that arm a little bit. And but hey, it keeps the defense and the opponents open.
And play action again, gonna roll out, has a man open, and it is back corner. It is caught. Touchdown, South Williamsport. It's the same kid that caught one in the first half. That's number 88, Dylan Scheller. Great pattern, great throw, great catch.
Yeah, and just something to know. I mentioned earlier, other teams, they start to scout and switch films with other coaches. And, when you look at this offense, not only can they run the ball, but they're displaying that they can throw the ball as well.
So that'll bring it 49-7. Clock stops momentarily with 11 minutes to go. Low snap, good hold, kick is up, and the kick is good. That means we have 50. No, it is wide left. Sorry, spoke too soon. But still, 49 is a lot of points. Kurt, we're going to take a quick breather. 49-7, Southside's on top. High school football game of the week.
All the way for a touchdown!
Did you see that? Now that's the Park Pizza touchdown.
At Fairfield Chevrolet Cadillac, you can always find a fantastic deal.
Find it at Fairfield.
No matter if you're looking for a new or used car, truck, or SUV, their team of professionals will help you find the perfect vehicle for your needs.
Find it at Fairfield. Fairfield.
Fairfield.
Fairfield. Find it at Fairfield. Find it at Fairfield.
Fairfield Chevrolet Cadillac, Route 15 in Lewisburg. Fairfield for fantastic deals.
Find it at Fairfield.
Dan, welcome back. South Williamsport, Pennsylvania. I love it during the Little League World Series how Southside residents think they just get, get the shaft because we're the home of Little. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean. And
Lycoming County, babe. Jamie Spencer along with Dre Lewis, 49-7. It has been pretty much all Southside. Kudos to the Montgomery Red Raiders, though. Still showing a lot of spunk. Just this Southside team, it'll be interesting to see where they go next. And I'll probably have you do some research. And they're impressive. Good defense. They got some studs. And we'll see, how they hold up. Good kick. Sail out of bounds where Montgomery will get pretty decent field position to start this drive. 11:03 left to go in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, let's take a quick second and showcase some of these other teams competing tonight. You got Bloomsburg at Central Mountain, Hamburg at Warrior Run, Lewisburg at Jersey Shore, Bosac at Hughesville, Montgomery here is Southside, Mansfield at Canton, Troy at Montoursville, Wellsboro at Muncie, West Branch at Bucktown, Williamsport away against Piston, and Towanda is on the road against Milton.
During halftime, while you were working the crowd, I did get a couple of those scores, and believe it or not, the Williamsport score, they were up in the second quarter. That's the last time I heard, but it was 11-2. 11-2. Crazy. Fullback give. Try to move that pile. Got a couple of fresh faces in there, and Dre, we will do our best to announce who's out there. See if we can give some love to number 51. That's Caleb Parkin. 71. That's Connor Jarrett. I know his dad. Good kid. How about that? And it's a big difference. Okay, so he's a ninth grader. He's out there scrapping. This is what it's all about. Getting a few chances to smack it around. McClintock will come closest to us. And going to go with a nice run. Good turn. And that is, great run. That's Coy Bryson. He's not slowing down one bit.
Oh, the chains are moving. Montgomery, hey, they've been able to move the ball here productively throughout the night. Just tough against that stellar defense in blue.
Number 3, Gage Hills will check into the game. And a couple of other fresh faces. Caleb Knighting, we've mentioned his name. He's out there on defense. That's a beautiful royal blue, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Play action, going to run it to the outside. He will pick up the first down. Nice tackle that time by Landon Gephardt. Saves a touchdown. And that was Coy Bryson again. And again, Coy's pretty good, and so is that number 9, Caden Fink.
Yeah, they've been producing a lot of rushing yards tonight as the starters are still in for Red Raiders. Second unit is in for the Mounties as they're playing strong. Got some fresh bodies in there, looking good.
Checking in is number 77, Paxton Gephardt. Talk about football names. Paxton. That's beautiful. And here comes Breyer. Keep moving those feet. Gets a nice gain there on first down. We'll pick up 5, maybe 6.
Let's give some love to number 27, Jaden Ham, the freshman.
That's
for
awesome.
Southside. Inside linebacker coming up and making a nice fill.
I'm sorry, I'm like reminiscing. All of these names, especially the younger names, they're all Jensen's age. So number 82 for Montgomery, Ethan Tupper. He's playing high school football. Second down and 5. Going to go with the tailback give, and who is that kid? He had a little burst of some steam. Did you get his number?
Looks like number 33, Nevin Beekle, I think is how you pronounce his last name. If you remember him from last year correctly, we got his name right, and he made some big plays for the Red Raiders, and there he is again.
He hit the hole hard. First and 10. Clock will continue to run. 49-7, Southside's on top. I'm hoping the Montgomery Red Raiders can cash in one more time. There's Breyer. Breyer stiffs arms a guy. He's going to run for the pylon, and he's going to waltz in for the touchdown. Unofficially, it's Breyer. I got to wait until they get it. It's so hard to tell.
Yeah, it is. But I'll tell you what, over the next couple of years, the Red Raiders can get used to him finding the end zone.
Great athlete, and Dre, you know this better than anyone. He's a stud baseball player for his age. Got a chance to kind of know him and watch him play, and he's only going to get better. And he's good. Pitcher, shortstop, great hitter. And it's hard to even think about it, but he's 15 years old. And he also kicks field goals. Here he goes for the point after. Terrible snap, and just be careful, kid. Careful. And he throws it up, and it is a Hail Mary, and it looked like one of those games we used to play in the backyard. And Breyer's a little banged up, and man, you don't like that. So, needless to say, extra point, no good.
No, I think I'd take a page out of Coach Eisworth's book and just say, hey, if something happens like that with you being one of the players that you are, just dive right on the ball.
Ground the ball, do whatever you need to do.
I mean, you know this from coaching. When you got one of your guys and in a situation that you don't expect, deep breaths.
Yes.
Deep breaths.
Yes. And I remember that, been blessed to, have some guys that made me look like I knew what I was doing. We had some great athletes that when I was at Newman, they co-opted and played some football for Loyalsock. And one in particular, as you know, was Davion Hill. And every time he touched the ball, it was very difficult for me to watch, let alone call a game. And those are the type of kids that they're not going to go down. They're going to fight for that extra yard, and that's when your body's in different angles. And, luckily for Davion, it worked out right. But, man, I'll tell you, totally right, Dre.
Yeah. Hey, and with the Red Raiders putting some points up on the board, it looks like Amir is back deep to return for the Mounties this time. As we look like the big bodies are shooting back up to go back into the game most likely.
And it's a short squib kick. Try to field it, and he's going to just go down on it, and that is smart. That is number 4. You got him handy. That is Tanner Smith. We've called his name. Kind of a backup tight end.
Yeah. Not only did he go down, but you hear the coach, get down, get down. Hey, there's nothing wrong with possessing the football.
That stops the clock momentarily. And it looks like, Knapp's still in there.
I think Chris is thinking, hey, if your starters are going to stay in, I can keep my starters in.
I know. Hey, it is what it is.
It's football.
Casella's still in there. And they're going to pump it, throw it, and it's complete for a 5-yard gain. That'll keep the clock running.
But in hindsight, what do we know? You know, from his perspective, he could be thinking, hey, there might be a time later in the season where we might have to pass the ball. So getting some live game reps, never a bad thing. They look good doing it, that's for sure.
Nope.
And you mentioned this earlier, but I just love the way they take the huddle.
I do too. I do too. Tight formation here. And going to go with Casella. Runs off the edge. Good tackling up front. Got a couple of new bodies in there for the Montgomery Red Raiders, and they're doing their best to hold serve. Nathan Cayley, he's into the game. Big boy up front. Got a 77 who's not in my program. I'm sure he's a good kid.
Yeah.
And now we're going to take a timeout. So timeout south side. Kurt, we're going to go ahead and take a timeout with them too. With 5:42 left to go in the fourth quarter, south side's on top, 49-13. High school football game of the week.
Enjoy a Chevy summer drive in a new Chevrolet from Blaze Alexander Chevrolet in Muncie. Hi, it's Adam Alexander, and we have over 200 new Chevrolets on the lot at the lowest price guaranteed. Choose from Tahoe, Suburban, Trax, Colorado, heavy-duty Silverados, and 1500 Series Silverados. We are offering rebates up to $10,000 off Silverados in August. We now offer a certified pre-owned. These units are fully serviced and ready for you. So stop in today or check us out online for the lowest price guaranteed.
Wake up in the morning and I'm eating my Snoop cereal. Got a lot of energy, now let's go. Captain HK9 team, let's roll. Playing so high in the sky.
What up, though? It's your boy Big Snoop Deal Double G. And Snoop cereal is available at Wise Markets. Get you some. All right.
Yeah, we're back. High school football game of the week. Jamie Spencer, Dre Lewis. Phone's blowing up again, Dre. Got some new bodies in there, which is great. No way. I am getting old. Got a new quarterback in there. Play fake. Throws it up the bottom. Yep, okay. That's number 13, Chance Quibbig. That's crazy. Good kid, Chance is. Just a freshman. Got a couple of really royal blue shirts in there right now. We'll do our best to try to give them some love. Number 79, Eli Harvey. 75, Camden Hannon.
Let's go with the quarterback, Chance Quimby, the freshman.
Good kid. Wide receiver right here is Caleb Johnson. As Quimby going to go with the fullback give. Good hand control by the young man. That's number 27, Jaden Ham. That's a good size kid. Yeah. 5'7", 195. Just a freshman.
Now, the thing that I love about high school sports, we got a freshman in our quarterback right now, and we also got the other freshman, Montgomery. And the size difference in these two guys, it's pretty substantial, but they're both out there competing. It just goes to show how much heart is out there in this game, regardless of size. Kids are out there competing, and they're having a lot of fun.
Shuffling some new bodies in. I got Gage Reynolds, 6 foot, 142. He's playing corner for the Montgomery Red Raiders. Chance going to give it to the tailback. Gets a first down. Picks up 5. He only needed 4. 4:02 and counting. Nah, this is cool. I like this.
Yeah, that was Evan Berry on the carry for the Mounties.
and again, I might be biased, but one of the best-looking kids in all of Montgomery, Pennsylvania, also Lycoming County. That's number 80, Victor Ottman, one of Jensen's buddies. He's out there, number 80. Cornerback. Good kid, good family.
He just looks like he's ready to stick somebody out there.
He's great. One wide receiver to the bottom. Got a new quarterback in there, going to run it up the middle. And even though I don't think he had anything to do with it, I'm going to give number 80 the tackle. Victor Ottman. Love that kid, man.
Wow.
Got another quarterback in there, and they're shuffling all kinds of guys. Let's see here. That would be number 9, Bobby Regan. He's going to take the snap. Now, this is cool. Second down, and we will call it 5. 2:46 in counting. Left to go here in the fourth quarter. Run off. Oh, big hit. Knocked him down. 26. Jack Fortin. Hello. No gain. Big stick. I didn't see who hit him there, but that was impressive.
Definitely big hit right there, and make sure he's okay as he got up, and it almost looked like he went to the other huddle for a second. That was a big hit. But kudos to him. Hey, he got back up, and he's in the huddle ready for the next play.
Quimby's back in there. I like it. They're rotating quarterbacks, calling different plays, trying to get some different guys, some different touches, just underneath the 2-minute warning here. As that was a little awkward. Stutter step, has a man to beat, and he does pick up the first down. Good ball control by Quimby. I don't know if you caught that, but I didn't know who was handing the ball.
I bet he was thinking, I better not fumble, because if I do, these opportunities might be limited. And Jamie, a minute and a half left. One might assume that might be one more. The last drive, I guess you can say. Let's see if they elect to set up victory formation or go ahead and run another play.
Number 7, that's fantastic. Luke Stotzel, 9th grader. He's got like 3 brothers, all older. That means he's the baby. That means I'm tapping out. Backs are in the eye. Good run up the middle by number 27, Jaden Ham. He'll get close to that first down. Clock's at 54, Dre, and continuing to roll. Fun night here in Southside.
Yes.
And again, both teams got better. I know we say this a lot, but seriously, Montgomery did some good things. They'll be all right. Southside's pretty dang good.
And I think after the season they had last year, they are very eager to play every week.
I agree.
Here the Mounties are a strong physical football team.
Gonna pitch it. Great play that time. How about it? That was beautiful. No run there, and I think that's going to do it. But you just look at number 28 right there, Casella. What a man.
Yeah.
And he's good. Good fun night. Good fun night.
And after tonight, we'd said thunder and lightning, but you might be able to call him thunder and lightning himself, the way he moves out there.
He's good.
And
so congratulations, Kurt. You are no longer a rookie. But I'll tell you what, fun nights. We're going to step out momentarily. Then when we come back, we will go ahead and wrap things up, Dre, as Dre is finishing off his French fries. This is the high school football game of the week right here on Webb Weekly Live.
We dress up every corner of your home. We have the perfect mattress from the best sleep gallery so your delivery is immediate and free. And we have that stylish new appliance with the latest feature and finish, with digital price tags that scan the market to ensure you get the lowest price. Our own installers, service technicians, and delivery crews, with live crew tracking so your delivery day is as free as you need it to be. Serving our people, serving our planet. We are Biters Furniture, Mattress, and Appliance.
I am the brand ambassador for King Kongin, because we King Kongin on them, you understand me? This is Big Snoop Dogg, and you need to go get you some before they gone. Hair up.
Who that? You can't stop me,
And welcome back. Dre, I'll tell you what, that was a very entertaining night here at Rodney K. Morgan Stadium. Southside looked very good. They looked very good, and kudos to Montgomery. They never quit. They did a couple of good things out there, and I'll tell you what, they got better tonight. But I would say that Southside is a well-oiled machine, and I am looking forward to seeing how they'll match up down the road.
Yes, absolutely. Just a big night for the Mounties. Great crowd here, week 2, September 1st. As you mentioned, the Red Raiders played decent. They played pretty good. It just goes to show how great Southside is. They started the game, Jamie, 5 possessions and 5 touchdowns. They got 2 great running backs, and Ryan Kinsella, who featured 3 touchdowns himself tonight. His teammate, Amir Kramir, 2 touchdowns himself tonight. Unofficially, officially, they both went over 150 yards.
And then some. Yep.
And then some, as you're right. 2 passing touchdowns from their quarterback, utilizing their athletes, and they looked really, really, really good tonight, Jamie.
Nice little tradition, as you can see. This is awesome. So, both teams meet like they usually do, but over here at Southside, you got all the kids playing in the end zone. I mean, it's a very good culture right now, and kudos to Coach Eisworth and to the rest of his staff. A lot of good things going, and he's got some talented kids, and I'll tell you, he's excited. He's excited about this football team. He's had some decent years over the years. He's been at it for a long time, but he is really excited about these guys because they're really starting to gel together, and we saw that tonight. They have a lot of weapons, and it's going to be interesting to see how they do. It's all about matchups, but it'll be fun to follow this team.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they have a lot of confidence in those guys. They've been around the block a couple of times, and they put in their hard work. They know that. You see these guys, they hit the weight room. They do all the little things the right way. 2 flags tonight. I don't think, maybe 1 on Southside,
exactly.
1 on Montgomery each. Very disciplined
Clean.
program. And,
yep.
Hey, I said this and I'll say it again. They are all business. They've been here before. They know how to win, and they do a great job at doing it.
So, Dre, I have really nothing else to say to you.
No, we usually do our player of the game, and one thing I was thinking, I'm going to give the player of the game to the offensive line up front for the Southside Mounties.
I agree.
We know who scored the touchdowns.
Yep.
We know who got all the yards, but it comes from those hogs up front.
It really does.
They were able to produce over 350-plus rushing yards, multiple touchdowns. So player of the game, offensive line for Southside. Great job, guys.
Now, that's good. So we'll go ahead and take it to the house, if you'd like to say that. But for myself, Dre Lewis, my man, Big Mike, and also Kurt, who's no longer a rookie, my name is Jamie. Hey, folks, thank you for tuning in. Special thanks to all the sponsors. We'll bring you some more action next week. We'll determine that, and we'll go from there. Everybody have a great Labor Day weekend. Cheers, and thanks for tuning in.